Hello everyone, I am Pankaj Singh welcoming all of you on this Drishti online platform, and today it is the 11th episode of the 100 most important topic for Prelims 2026. And before starting this 11th episode with the new topics, more vibrant topics that we are going to start with, I say that question that we have given you in the 10th episode. And in this 10th episode, whatever the questions are I am going to discuss, only I will give the answer of it, because all the explanation of the answers will you will be able to find in the 10th episode. So here do not expect that I am going to detailing on all this, it will be more lengthy. So please, if you are aware of the what I said, that these questions, and then if you are any doubt in the questions, so go back and see the 10th episode. So here we are, and in this so in this one, the first question that we are watching out, the consider the following statement regarding the subtropical westerly jet stream. And here first statement I am talking about, it flows from west to east, subtropical jet stream, and I say that it is flowing from west to east and is located near the tropopause. Yes, it is located near the tropopause and it is moving from the west to east, from the Mediterranean Sea towards that India, and this statement is absolutely correct. It prevails over the northern plains of India south of Himalayas during the winter months. Yes, it prevails over the what I said, that south of Himalaya during the winter months, even from the 15th September to the next year last week of May, it prevails, this subtropical westerly jet stream. And it is responsible for bringing western disturbance to North India. Yes, during the winter it brings. So this statement is also correct. On the basis of that, we can say that all the statement 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Now the next one that we are going to see, it is about, consider the following statement regarding the western disturbance. They originate in the Mediterranean region and move towards India as an extratropical cyclone. Yes, it is carrying the extratropical cyclone, this subtropical jet stream, from the west to east from the Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea west, there is an extratropical cyclone or temperate cyclone. It is then dragged by the subtropical westerly jet stream towards India, and it is known as a coming from this tropical cyclone. It is known as a disturbance coming from Mediterranean Sea from the west direction. It is a western disturbance. So that statement is a correct one. And they bring winter rainfall to the northwest India and snowfall in the Himalayas. Yes, there is a rainfall in the plain area, because in the plain area the temperature is what relatively higher, and in this one there will be a formation of what I said, that cloud, where the rain cloud will be there, and Punjab, Haryana, UP, West Bengal, Bihar, and even till some Assam, you can be able to say that it can cause, as I said, that rainfall, and in the Himalayan region snowfall. So this statement is absolutely correct. They are associated with the tropical easterly jet stream. No, it is associated with the subtropical westerly, not tropical easterly, it is a subtropical westerly jet stream. So this statement is a wrong one, and then option A means 1 and 2 only is correct. Now here we can be able to say that in the next question, it is consider the following statement regarding the onset of the southwest monsoon in India. So the presence of subtropical westerly jet stream south of Himalayas prevents the onset of the monsoon. Yes, it prevents the onset of the monsoon because of the south of Himalaya, because of subtropical westerly jet stream, high pressure exists, and then wind does not move towards the high pressure region. Therefore, southwest monsoon does not occur. And then second statement, we can say that northward shift of subtropical westerly jet stream allows monsoon wind to advance over India. Yes, it is correct, because you can say that subtropical westerly jet stream moved north of Himalayas, north of Tibet. Now northern India, there is no high pressure because of jet stream. There is a low pressure, highly heated North India is low pressure, and then southwest monsoon started from the first week of June. So therefore it is a correct statement. The formation of the tropical easterly jet stream is associated with the heating of Tibetan plateau. Yes, after the subtropical westerly jet stream, Tibet plateau is, I said that there is no air descending. Here it is highly heated, air started moving up and then start moving, what I said, that southward towards Mascarene Island. It is known as the tropical easterly jet stream. It is associated with the Tibetan, yes, Tibetan plateau heating. So yes, this statement is correct, and again you can say that option D, 1, 2 and 3 all are correct. And here next one that we are talking about, yes, with reference to the role of Mascarene high in Indian monsoon, consider the following statement. A strong Mascarene high increases the pressure gradient, yes, making a more pressure gradient between the ocean and the Indian and what India will have a very low pressure. So it is in a pressure gradient between ocean and Indian land and strengthening monsoon wind. Yes, this is a correct statement. And yeah, a weak Mascarene high is associated with a stronger monsoon rainfall over India. No, if the Mascarene high is weak, then the pushing of southeast trade wind converting to southwest monsoon, it is in a what, not stronger. India will have what, less rainfall. It is not a stronger monsoon rainfall. So this statement is what you can say, that it is not a stronger one, it is in a wrong one. I said that the pressure difference between the Mascarene high and the low pressure over the Indian subcontinent drives monsoon circulation. Yes, that is a correct statement, and it is in a Mascarene high, and the low pressure existing over the India drags southwest monsoon more faster, and this circulation keeps on happening. So 1 and 3, option C, you can say that 1 and 3 only is correct related to this. And thereafter we can say that with reference to the impact of Tibetan plateau heating, consider the following statement. It contributes to the formation of tropical westerly jet stream. Yes, Tibetan heating low pressure creates upper atmosphere, the air moves up, create a high pressure in the Tibetan plateau above upper atmosphere 10-12 kilometer height, and then what I said that there it is in a formation of tropical westerly jet stream. Is it okay? Yes, it helps in the formation of what, Tibetan plateau, help in the formation of tropical westerly jet stream. And the second one, it strengthens upward air movement and convection over the Indian. When the upward it is in a moving air faster, then it creates a low pressure over the India and started sucking, and the low pressure over the Indian continent, and then air started convecting upward in the Indian, low pressure and convection air. So the movement, the strengthen upward air movement and convection over the Indian region. Yes or not? Because of the low pressure. This statement is yes, correct one. Then here you can say that Tibetan plateau act as an elevated heat source during summer. Yes, it is an elevated and heating source during the summer. This statement is also correct one, and you can say all the statement option D 1, 2 and 3 all are correct. And here consider the following statement regarding the Somali jet. The Somali jet flows along the eastern coast of Africa during the southwest monsoon. Yes, it is flowing along the eastern coast of Africa, that is in a Somali country is there nearby that. This statement is correct. It is an upper level jet stream that is strengthened winter monsoon. No, it is a low level jet stream. It's not upper level, it is a low level jet stream. So it does not it strengthens, but it should be, in case of upper, it should be low, then it should be correct, otherwise it is in a wrong. And it transport moisture laden winds from the Arabian Sea towards the Indian subcontinent. Yes, that is a correct statement, and you can say that option 1 and 3 A is correct regarding that. Now we are going to see that what are the important topics we are going to take in the this 11th episode. And what is El Nino? First of all, in a small, I said that introduction kind of it, but even a good explanation which is very much required for your prelims exam. And another that we will see the normal condition and its impact on monsoon, normal Walker's oscillation, means there is an El Nino, La Nina, and there is also one normal condition is there, that is that we are talking about. Then we have to see what happens during El Nino. What happens during El Nino, we have to understand that what is happening. And El Nino impact on Indian monsoon, we have to see what is the impact of El Nino on Indian monsoon. Then we will see La Nina and its impact on Indian monsoon. Is it okay? So here we are going to start with this. What is El Nino? If I am talking about El Nino, it is in a warm ocean current. It is in a water on the nearby then Eastern Pacific. This is in a Eastern Pacific, that region to be water warmer, and Central Pacific also, especially Eastern Pacific, it is in a warm. So it is also El Nino is known as a warm phase of what, Pacific Ocean, warm phase of Pacific Ocean. So because in this region I said that trade winds in this region, trade winds are very weak, and then warm water along the equator in the form of Kelvin wave will start moving towards this one, and it is able to reach. So this region become water warmer, and it is known as a warm phase. And here and it is a warm phase of El Nino, southern oscillation. When you are talking about El Nino and La Nina together, there is a low pressure high pressure system changes sometimes Eastern Pacific is warmer, sometimes Western Pacific is warmer, and the other is colder. So that is changes is known as the Southern Ocean of Pacific, it is known as oscillation. So La Nina and El Nino together, it is known as ENSO, and ENSO warm phase. El Nino is in a what? ENSO warm phase. So ENSO ka warm phase, and there is an El Nino southern oscillation in which sea surface temperature rise abnormally in the what? Central and eastern Pacific, equatorial Pacific Ocean, means in this part from the equator toward this one, this region, and also near to the Peru coast. This is in a Peru coast, it also become warm. Generally along the Peru coast, cold Peruvian current moves, cold water exists, but during the El Nino, this region become warmer. Eastern Pacific and Central Pacific region become what? Warmer, and it is in a ocean atmospheric. Means a ocean, it is in a something related to ocean, Eastern Pacific Ocean warmer, and atmosphere, and if it is because of the warmer, it will convert into a low pressure and the air will start moving upward. It will create an atmospheric circulation also. Here it is in a low pressure, and there is in a reverse Walker circulation forms. I will talk to you when we will do what happened during El Nino. That time I will talk to you. Here you can say rising air, and it is created with the low pressure. It means it is not, El Nino is not only associated with the what I said that ocean warming, it is also associated with the Walker circulation. Here warm air raises up because of the hot wind, warm air rises up, rainfall happening, and then it goes towards Australia, nearby Indonesia, and descend down, reverse Walker circulation is taking place. So you can be able to say it is an ocean atmosphere coupled phenomena. It is an ocean as well as atmospheric coupled phenomena, not just ocean warming. So I say that this is the thing that we can be able to say, and because of the El Nino, India, you know that I will talk to you later on, India has what? A very less rainfall. Maximum part of India is facing drought. Here and there drought, and somewhere rainfall, but India is affected by it. So this one we have seen that yes, here you can say that Eastern Pacific and Central Pacific and Eastern Pacific warming, and here this South America and Peru coast, Ecuador, heavy rainfall. Here it is in a warming, water vapor is getting up, and here the air goes up, and here it becomes in a high pressure in the upper atmosphere. Here it is in a, you can say that low pressure, high pressure, low pressure, and if it is in a, and this region is relatively colder, and here you can say high pressure, and above it is in a low pressure, the wind started forming, and it is known as a reverse Walker circulation, and in this case trade winds used to weaken. So here I have given some idea. Consider the following statement regarding El Nino. So first statement is we are talking about, it is characterized by abnormal warming of sea surface temperature in the central and eastern equatorial Pacific Ocean. Whether it is right or wrong, we have to see. And it is purely an oceanic phenomena, does not involve atmospheric changes. You have to see better way. I will give what I answer in the what I said the 12th episode, but we have to answer it very carefully, because explanation already have given how it is happening. It is a phase of the El Nino southern oscillation. Yes, it is a phase of the El Nino, but you can also say that it is in a, whether it is in a warm phase, it is cold phase. So whether you have to say yes, it is in a phase of El Nino ocean. So these statements are right or wrong according to your understanding. Give answer, and I'll wait for your answer in the comment box before the 12th episode. So here we can say that normal condition, understanding the baseline of that, what is happening, normal condition. This is in Australia, this is in, and in this is an equator. Here the northeast trade wind is going on this side, and you can say like here the northeast trade wind is going on, and this is in a southeast trade wind is going on. This southeast trade wind, there is in a trade winds, you can say that this is a northeast trade wind, and this is, you can say that southeast trade wind, and they are dragging ocean water, north equatorial current and south equatorial current. This water is able to reach near to the Australia and Indonesia, and here this region become what I said that warmer, and in this region become a warm water, accumulation of warm water, and then warm water means there is a formation of low pressure warmer, and the warm air started moving upward, and it is in a formation on this side is a low pressure, upper side there will be a formation of water. If the air is moving upward, it will form on a high pressure, and then here, and thereafter the high pressure in comparison to this side is low pressure, and here it is in a low pressure relatively. Because of this understanding, high pressure, low pressure, and then here the air descend down and creating, yes, the air, it is in a warm air moving upward, giving more air to this, more, suppose here 500 MB, 500 MB. But from the here, warm air has given more air to this, and when it has given more air to this, now it becomes 600 MB. Now 600 MB is more than 500 MB. Now it becomes high pressure, low pressure, and when it is coming over there, the air which is coming from the wind, which is coming from the here to here, from 600 to 500 MB, and this has capacity to hold only 500. Even if it is coming any 1 MB more, it start descending down, become heavy, and start descending. It creates a high pressure in this region already. So here, this is what you can say that high pressure to the low pressure. Here you can say that high pressure to low pressure. It is known as a Walker circulation, normal condition. And during this one, this warm water also reaches to the water. This warmer region also reaches to India, and it helps India land mass to be low pressure, and India receives more rainfall because Indian land become low pressure because of this normal condition. This is a normal condition, and India has a normal rainfall. So here you can be able to say that before El Nino, we must know that what is the normal state. Trade winds blow from east to west. Yes, you can say the trade winds blow from east to west. South America towards Indonesia. Ocean water, and you know that when the trade winds are moving like that, from this coastal region, there is an upwelling of cold water also. Because when the trade winds are moving away from here, from the coastal region of the Peru and South America, water will drag away, and from the below, thermocline colder water will start moving upward. So this region will have a cold water, and this region has a warm water. And here, ocean water movement, warm water pushed towards western Pacific Ocean, that is nearby India, Indonesia and Australia, and cold water rises in the near Peru coast. You can say that upwelling. And then convection, there is a heavy rainfall in the western Pacific. Heavy rainfall, what is happening in the water, where the low pressure, heavy rainfall in the western Pacific, and dry eastern Pacific, because it is a colder one, and then cold water does not cause, as I said, that does not hold more moisture, very less moisture, does not causes rainfall. And here, and because of that, there is an Atacama desert is also there, one of the factors. Subtropical high pressure and the cold Peru current here is also flows because of this reason also. So, and this system is called the Walker circulation. Here, this circulation is known as what you can say, this circulation which is known as what you can say that Walker circulation. Yes or not? And in the case of El Nino, it reverse. And in the case of La Nina, the same thing will be there, but it will be more stronger. And this warm near Australia and Indonesia, this warmness reaches to the Indian landmass. India's landmass also become warmer and low pressure. And then India receives what? More rainfall. If low pressure, and there is what southwest monsoon go toward the low pressure very high, and then good rainfall. So here we can be able to say that this is a normal condition. I think you can be able to say that northeast trade wind and how it is happening, and this is known as what Walker circulation near Indonesia. What I said that Australia there is a warm, and near Peru, South America, and there is what child country is there also. There is a cold water will be there, upwelling of cold water. There is a piling of warm water. Understood it? And this is in a Walker circulation, and India at that time also become warmer and low pressure. So here the same thing, here are cold upwelling, so that you can understand dry condition. There is in nearby South America and nearby Australia. There is a rising good rainfall, and there is a Walker circulation is going on. And because of this Walker circulation, you can be able to say that because of this Walker circulation here, cumulonimbus cloud and all, there is what it is going on, and there it is an air is sinking near South America. India, because this warmness able to reach to the India, yes, and a rising branch shifts slightly westward. This rising branch, this is in a low pressure system, warmer and able to shift towards Indian Ocean, and the low pressure over Indian subcontinent. This is the critical for monsoon. If it is in a low pressure southwest monsoon, it will come towards India very strongly, and extension of towards this extension. This is the phase of normal condition of warm water of the near in Indonesia and Australia. It is an extended towards India also. And here you can say that it is in a heated relatively, land hits faster summer, intense low pressure over India, and this combined with Walker circulation, a strong pull of winds, and then southwest monsoon comes toward India strongly. Is it okay? And you can say strong land sea thermal contrast. This time the land on sea, land will become what I said, that the high pressure, and the sea will become high pressure and land will become low pressure, and active monsoon rainfall will occur, and then moisture will come from Arabian Sea as well as the Bay of Bengal, and India receives good rainfall, means widespread rainfall, moisture air rises over India, clouds forms. Is it okay? That is coming from the Arabian Sea and then Bay of Bengal also. So here the question is, consider the following statement regarding normal water circulation and normal condition. Trade winds blow from east to west across the equatorial Pacific Ocean. It is east to west it is talking about, yes or not? Across the equatorial Pacific Ocean. This statement is right or wrong? Another, cold upwelling occurs along the western Pacific. Cold upwelling along the western Pacific coast near Peru. So it is talking about Peru is which side? Eastern or western? We have to see. It is not talking about western Pacific, whether it is right or wrong. Rising air currents dominate over the eastern Pacific. Rising air means where there will be warm, that is the rising air current dominates over the eastern Pacific Ocean. So you have to answer it which options are correct. Another, I said that with reference to the normal condition influencing Indian monsoon, consider the following statement. The extension of water circulation which is happening over that Pacific Ocean like that towards the Indian Ocean contributes to the low pressure over the Indian subcontinent. Yes, you have to see whether it is right or wrong. And second statement is strong land sea thermal contrast. Because of that land will be what heated or not, and the sea will be accordingly during summer enhances monsoon circulation. Third statement, moisture laden monsoon winds originate from both the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, and then you have to say which of the statements are correct. Now we are going to see what happens during El Nino. What is happening during El Nino? You know that again El Nino is in a reverse, means here that trade winds, here we can be able to say that in this region what we have talked about here already I have said that trade winds are making the currents to come over their accumulation of water. Now if the trade winds become weak, this accumulated water start moving towards it as a Kelvin wave, and this region becomes Central Pacific and Eastern Pacific become what I said that warmer. Yes, and when it will become warmer and it will be reverse, water circulation will be happen. So trade winds are weakening in this case of El Nino. You can say that what happens during El Nino, and here weakening of trade winds. First of all, trade winds weaken or even reverse. Initial disturbance like westerly winds boast disruption normal circulation. So here it is I said that the trade winds which is occurring here like that, it has what I said that affected, and what happens in this region, what when the trade winds are not stronger, that the water which has accumulated warm air, it is started moving towards it as a Kelvin wave, and the Central Pacific and Eastern Pacific start warming, and then trade winds has become weak. Because of that this thing is happening, and here slowly and slowly you can say the warm water shifting toward the Eastern Pacific and Central Pacific. Is it okay? And here you can say that eastward movement of, if something is pulling here, if it has trade winds which has become weaker, then the water accumulated started moving towards this region. Is it okay? And that is becoming what I say that Eastern and Central Pacific become what warmer, and if it is in a warmer, temperature is rising in this region and the low pressure will create, and here it will start, air is moving upward. Here you can be able to say that in the Eastern Pacific, here it is this region become what Central and Eastern Pacific become warm. So it will convert into low pressure and the air started rising, water vapor started rising, and it will, suppose it is 500, it will become more air, it become high pressure, and at the same time water vapor rising, cloud will form and the rainfall will occur. Yes or not? In this region near South America, Western Pacific, Eastern Pacific, South America, Peru coast, and if it is high pressure, this side will be relatively low pressure, wind will come over here and descend down, and there is what reverse water circulation. Here the rising air in the Eastern Pacific, and what I said that sinking or descending air or convecting downward air in the what near Australia and all. So it is what reverse has been taken place. So this is what is happening, and when the warm water is able to reach, here, then the cold water will not come up. So here the warm water which is coming in the toward the Eastern Pacific near South America, then the cold water which is thermocline, it is not able to come up near to South America. So here we can say during El Nino, upwelling stops near Peru coast or west of South America, and warm water layer thickens, and here more warm water and blocks the cold water from the rising, and thereafter we can say that this is a suppression of the upwelling. Yes, can we say that upwelling in the water which is already cold water is upwelling in the normal condition, now it will not upwell. Warm water is what coming over there and it is blocking, and you can say that there is a shifting of convection. Now the earlier convection was taking place in the near Australia, yes or not, upward moving and the descending over near Eastern Pacific, near South America. Now it has been shifted. So this convection is now taking place in this region. It is in a reverse walker. Warm water hits air, rising motion. So rainfall from Indonesia, it is shifting towards Central and Eastern Pacific. Toward the Central and Eastern Pacific, it is shifting. And rising warm here, you can say that here in this region, and here it is descending. Then now the reverse of Walker circulation, it is happening, and the rising air now in the Eastern Pacific, sinking air shift to the Western Pacific, and this reverse or weakens the normal atmospheric circulation. And this air which is moving upward also reaches to the India and also descend down. India is becoming relatively high pressure. Because of the reverse Walker circulation or El Nino condition, Indian landmass is having high pressure, and if high pressure, little high pressure, air is descending. So southwest monsoon during the June to September, 15 September, it will get weaker. It will be not stronger. So because of this El Nino condition, the air which is rising over there, it is able to reach Indian subcontinent, and the air is from here. It is also coming here and descending, and also able to come to the Indian subcontinent and descending. And if it is descending, the rainfall will be less. For more rainfall of in India, Indian landmass should be more low pressure, which can attract the southwest monsoon. So here what is happening in this region, this kind of reverse Walker circulation has been started, and this water air is coming over there also and making little high, and then the southwest monsoon, which is in the form of southeast trade wind, it has to go, and it is not goes strongly. If this region is very high pressure, but due to descending, this region has a low pressure, but due to descending air, low pressure intensity has reduced because of what, some high pressure. So, and therefore during the El Nino year, India receives less rainfall, and here we can say that yes, India became, yes, tell me, high pressures relatively, and there will be what I said, that southwest monsoon will not be there, and less rainfall in India. Maximum region of India will have what you can say, that a drought kind of condition, and then India heating will be delayed heating, a stronger pressure it is there, and this is then a kind of what eastward movement of the warm pool. Because of this, Central and Eastern Pacific warm water moves eastward, Central and Eastern Pacific warmer during the El Nino, and during the El Nino these things are happening. Is it okay? So consider the following regarding El Nino condition. The Walker circulation is strengthened due to increased pressure gradient. Here the Walker circulation is strengthened, or it has been what? You have to say during the, due to the El Nino condition. Warm ocean water shifts from the Western Pacific toward the Central, Eastern and Eastern Pacific. Whether it is right or wrong, we have to see. And upwelling along the Peru coast becomes stronger during El Nino events. So you have to see which options are correct regarding that. And then here we can say that step by step mechanism cause an effect of chain on what I said, the effect on impact of Indian monsoon by the El Nino impact. And here that already, you know that on the Western Pacific it is something is happening, yes or not, like that. Normal condition is this one, but in the reverse Walker circulation, here it is going, and over the India air is descending. You can say that here the India and the little high pressure is forming, and then the southwest monsoon, which is coming from the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean, it is what reduced. And here that you can say, so warming in Central and Eastern Pacific during El Nino, sea surface temperature increases in the Central and Eastern Pacific, that is clear. New center of atmospheric activities which is going on, warm water intense convection, here it is happening. And normal condition, this is about the normal condition, and the Walker circulation is like this. Now in the El Nino condition, there is a Walker circulation reverse. So in the normal condition, India receives rainfall, low pressure, extension of low pressure from the Indian Australia. But in case of what I said, that El Nino, rising air shifts to the central eastern Pacific, sinking shifts over Indian Ocean, and then sinking started shift over the Indian Ocean. And what I said, that Indian subcontinent and India receives what less rainfall during the El Nino. And you can say that subsidence over India is air that rises in Pacific must sink elsewhere, it sinks over India, and subsidence is taking place. And during the subsidence, what high pressure and southwest monsoon is becoming weak because of it. Yes, and because of the consequences, there is a drought in India and reduced rainfall in India. Yes or not? Normal condition we are getting rainfall, and in the during El Nino there is a high pressure is there is a rainfall is less. And what you can say that during the what I said that normal condition, it was a very low pressure hot, you can be able to say, but here during the what I said that it is very hot low pressure, yes or not, very low pressure, the southwest monsoon comes normal condition, and there is a reduced land heating during the what El Nino, there is an air is descending, that the land heating is relatively less and the rainfall is less, you can say. So India, what I said that become relatively subsidence is taking place, and here the southwest monsoon become what again say that weak, and India receives less rainfall. And here it is in a this one you can see weak winds, less moisture from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, reduced rainfall and intensity convergence towards India. And you can say that it is also part of the Hadley cell, also little bit affecting the Hadley cell. El Nino strengthens subsidence in tropics, and you can say that less convection means less rainfall in India. Stable atmosphere means stable means high pressure air. Unstable air mass, air is moving upward over India, and stable air mass try to remain near to the ground and less rainfall. So here consider the following statement regarding the El Nino on the Indian monsoon. During El Nino, rising air shift toward the central eastern Pacific, leading to subsidence over the Indian region. Yes, this is right or wrong, you have to answer. This subsidence enhances cloud formation, subsidence, upward movement cloud formation, or subsidence that causes. So this subsidence enhances cloud formation and increases monsoon rainfall over India, that you have to answer it accordingly. And the next one, consider the following statement regarding monsoon dynamics during El Nino. And moisture transfer from the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal increases during El Nino year. So if the more moisture, the rainfall will be more, na? So we have to think about it. Every question, read it properly, enjoy it. And weakening of the second statement is talking about weakening of the pressure gradient between Indian Ocean and then Indian landmass leads to the weaker monsoon winds during the El Nino. So we have to answer it accordingly. Now we are going to see that La Nina and here intensification of trade winds. So in normal condition, trade winds are there, northeast trade wind and southeast trade wind. La Nina we are going to see. In the normal condition, trade winds are there, but here in this condition, the trade winds become more stronger, and then northeast trade winds, there is what it is there, southeast trade winds are more stronger, and then there is a more piling up of water, large amount of piling up of water, you can be able to say. Is it okay? And this warm water also shifting toward the, I said that Indian Ocean also, and in this region, yes, easterly trade winds become stronger than the normal. This is a triggering factor. And here more upwelling cold water. So now this is similar to normal but more intensified than the normal. Western Pacific become what I said that hot, warm air, more accumulation, and there is an upwelling along the Eastern Pacific. Is it okay? Only El Nino year it reverse, otherwise normal and more powerful than normal. Yes, La Nina condition, La rainfall, El Nino, no rainfall in India. Yes, release race. And here, warmer surface temperature, you can say that westward ocean current is moving, and there is a more thermocline layer, it is moving upward due to the upwelling, dragging the air by the southeast trade wind, and here the water is moving upward because of the drag of water from the surface, and then thermocline layer comes up, and here strong wind pushes surface water more forcefully towards west. And here westward piling up of warm water, and then you can see slowly large area of warming piling up of warm water, and this warm surface water accumulates in the Western Pacific near Indonesia, Australia, and the sea level rising slightly in this region. and Western Pacific become warmer than normal. It is in a much more normal, you can be hot and warmer. And here you can say that there is what going on this region, and here it will become in a low pressure. If it is in a low pressure, and if it is in a warmer one, it is going upward, it will create an what, this side is 500, this side in upper atmosphere, I am talking about 10 to 12 kilometer. So 500, because of warmer air, cloud formation, this side it will receive rainfall. Where the air is rising upward, the rainfall will be there, convecting upward rainfall, and in this region high pressure form, and at the same time cloud and good rainfall in this part of Australia, Indonesia. And if it is a 500, now contribution of air, it becomes 600, high pressure become relatively in the upper atmosphere, this side is low pressure, here the low pressure will come, and it will descend in this side, and it will become, when the air is descending, it will become high pressure, and this is already a cold water has a cold air is compressed and high pressure. So this way it is in a stronger Walker circulation. Normal condition, Walker circulation, La Nina, stronger Walker circulation, this side is happening, and you can say that it will enhance upwelling of Eastern Pacific. Here is a more upwelling as warm water is pushed west. Warm water is pushed west and replaced by cold water, nutrient rich water from the below upwelling, and a strong upwelling occurs along Peru, Ecuador coast of the South America, you can say. Is it okay? And here Eastern, what we can say that this way you can be able to say the stronger Walker circulation. This is in what near Australia it is happening, and Walker circulation goes on. There is in a low pressure, and here it is. And this La Nina is known as a cold phase of ENSO. La Nina is also known as a cold phase of ENSO. ENSO means El Nino Southern Ocean, and Nino is known as a warm phase of ENSO. So here more rainfall, and here it is in Australia, flood and all these things will be occurring, and there will be a dry condition, drought will occur, very less rainfall, very less rainfall, and there is an Atacama desert, it is there. The same thing that I have shown you, low pressure, and it is forming a high pressure, strong trade winds, ocean cooling and warming. In this side is in a very cold, high pressure, and is a low pressure. Here it is going upward, air is moving upward, creating high pressure. Relatively this side is what, low pressure, air is descending down further, again creating a high pressure. So this Walker circulation is going on, is it clear? And then eastern part already cooled. So strong trade winds, more warm water pushed, more cooling in the east, a stronger pressure gradient, means this is known as a Jerkins positive feedback loop. Means more trade winds, more warm water, more air, more high pressure, less comparatively wind moving faster, more descending. So it will keep on increasing the water, this Walker circulation to be very stronger. And here you can say that it is in a water, this side is a very heavy rainfall, and here you can say that India has an what I said that warm water it is able to reach, warmer here is this one, and here it is in high pressure due to descending of air, and then southeast trade wind crosses equator, become a southwest monsoon, stronger very in the La Nina condition. India receives more than normal rainfall, and many regions of India is what under the flood. And here this is the thing, this is going on, and consider the following statement regarding La Nina. Trade winds over the equatorial Pacific become stronger than normal. That's, we have to say whether it is right or wrong. And then warm water accumulates in the eastern Pacific Ocean near the Peru coast. Yes, we have to say whether it is right or wrong. Upwelling of cold water along the South American coast intensifies. So you have to upwelling of cold water along the South American, but you have to say whether it is right or wrong. And now consider the following statement about atmospheric and climatic impacts of La Nina. A strengthening of Walker circulation leads to increased convection and rainfall over the Western Pacific region, that we have to say whether it is right or wrong. Subsidence of air over the Eastern Pacific subsidence it is talking about, contributes to the dry condition and subsidence and then dry condition along the South American coast. Third statement, the pressure gradient between the Eastern and Western Pacific, there is a what, one it is in a warm, one is cold, and it is in a what, pressure, low pressure and high pressure, pressure gradient, and pressure gradient between the Eastern and Western Pacific is strengthened, increasing the intensity of the trade winds. That we have to say that which of the options are correct regarding that. And here one question in the UPSC 2011, it has been asked, the La Nina is suspected to have caused recent flood in Australia. Yes, it is and how is La Nina different from El Nino? La Nina is characterized by unusual cold ocean temperature in the equatorial Indian Ocean You have to say Indian Ocean or Pacific, yes. Whereas El Nino is characterized by usually warm ocean temperature in the equatorial Pacific Ocean. So you have to say that this statement are right or wrong. Second statement, El Nino has an adverse effect on southwest monsoon of India, but La Nina has no effect on monsoon climate. Okay, so you have to answer that which options are correct regarding that. So we have finished with this, and we will meet further. This is the 11th episode. We have finished with this one. We have talked about much more important topics: El Nino, normal condition, La Nina, its impact on Indian monsoon and all. Yes. So please answer the question, and I am waiting for it in the what I said that for your answer in the comment box. And if you have I said that like this one, this kind of classes given by the Drishti IAS and all, so please I said that subscribe this channel and go ahead with the good knowledge for your preparation for civil services and other competitive examination, like I said, the state PCS and all. So we will meet again in the next 12th episode with the new topics and the new, I said, energy in you by putting from my side for this UPSC 2026 prelims. Till then, we'll taking from you. Bye.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.